Y'all, this your boy JB, aka Spoken, and I am here with another thing of unspoken truth. Look, before you go ahead and do your thing and start scrolling down on all that, look, go ahead, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and hit all. And yeah, we about to go ahead and jump into it. So Demarcus Cousins, man, Boogie dog. Man, if y'all don't know who Demarcus Cousins is, man, Demarcus Cousins is an all-star NBA player. He went to the NBA finals just recently with the Golden State Warriors. He was with the Sacramento Kings. He was drafted to the Sacramento Kings. He played in Kentucky with John Wall, and he was also a teammate with Anthony Davis, and with the Pelicans, and also too recently, right now, with the Lakers. He just recently hurt himself. He's been battling with injuries. His career has been, up and down. A bunch of injuries, man. ACL tear just recently. Had an Achilles, whatever you want to call it, Achilles injury. One of the worst injuries you can ever have in the NBA. Hell, in sports in general, especially involve your legs. All sports involve your legs, just about. But Demarcus has been going through it, and he has a huge thing holding over his head right now with the mother of his kid, the mother of his child. He recently just got married over the weekend, and him and the mother of his child, I guess they were having, some type of indifferences or whatever. And what happened was, she recorded the phone call. It was a visual phone call. All right. She kind of I think she showed herself, and I think it showed her holding the phone, and it was a phone call of him basically saying, "Hey, I'm getting married. Can I have my son?" And this was before the wedding, and he wanted his son to be there to attend the wedding. And of course, just like anybody else, if you look at it from his shoes, and hell, not just a man, a woman too. Your marriage is one of the biggest celebratory events you're gonna ever have in your life, in your entire life. When you're born, when you have your first birthday, or your first birthday, big birthday party, graduation, in his case, he got drafted. Probably had a draft party. And now, you're getting married, man. You're getting married. You want your people to be there, especially your son. And I'm pretty sure he spent his money on an outfit, on clothes, on things, for his son to be there. And I'm pretty sure he expected that. And the fact that they went at it, right before the wedding, that lets you know that something petty was going on, or something just happened last minute, and that somebody was playing games. I ain't trying to shoot no bad blood at the mother of his child, because everybody make their differences. Everybody make their mistakes, man. A lot of times people ain't gonna get along, man. You can be with somebody and not get along with them. But that's the whole point of co-parenting, man. And this point, what I want to point out for Unspoken Truth is, a lot of us got kids out here. Hell, I got a child, you feel me? I'm with my old lady, though, you feel me? I'm with my old lady. Been with her for a long time. But I have been in a situation where, I ain't never played no child support, but I've been in a co-parenting situation or whatever. And, and I kind of know what that life is like, but I've never went that deep with it. So apparently they went at it, and he was like, "Can I have my child?" And she was like, no, blah, 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 blah. And he was like, "All right, I'm gonna ask you again, can I have my child?" And she was like, "No. All right, I'm gonna put a bullet in your effing head." And that's when all hell broke loose. He said he was gonna put a bullet in her head. Now, that was not the smartest thing to say at all, especially with you being an athlete, with Demarcus, being an all-star, and plus with his career already, in jeopardy as it is, just for him being injury prone. Now you got this lingering over your head, and there's a warrant issued out for his arrest, and we look forward to probably seeing him turning himself in probably real soon, and he faced up to a year in prison, a year in jail for that type of stuff. And that's type of stuff you can spend time for, because you never know when people are serious or whatever. Now, do I believe that he was serious? I don't think he was serious. I think that he was emotional. Now, the way I pictured it in my head before I heard the audio, because there's audio out, y'all can go check it out. All right, it might be in the description, who knows? All right, I'm go check it out. But the way I pictured it in my head when I heard that, he threatened her and said that he was gonna put a bullet in her effing head. In my mind, I'm like, all right, it's right before his wedding. He asking for his child. She's saying no. How can I imagine him saying this? Bitch, if you don't give me my motherfucking kid, I'm gonna kill you, bitch. Bitch, I'm gonna put a bullet in your head, bitch. Bitch, I'm gonna put a bullet in your fucking head, bitch. Keep playing with me, hoe. Stop, my bad, I'm under the weather. That's how I thought about it, all right? But he was real calm, you know that calm man, right? He was real calm. And the lesson what I want to teach is, man, it's like, look, no matter who you're dealing with, never use your kid as a pawn. And a lot of us, especially black folks, we use our kids as pawns, especially the mothers. I mean, because the kids gonna always be with the mothers for the most part, majority of the time. Let's just be real. That's just what it is. Here you got a man paying child support, and I'm pretty sure it's a lot. We all know that athletes, especially entertainers, the ones that make that guap, they gonna have to pay up. So here's a thing. We're living in a dominant system, and I'm always gonna mention a dominant system because a lot of times I'm speaking to my people's up in here. I know it's all racist and stuff like that, but we're living in a dominant system and stuff like. And it's like, look, man, we're already in position where we all need each other, no matter what. All right, and it's very important that when you share a child with somebody in a family with somebody, an offspring, that y'all be on the same page. Y'all may not be on the exact same page, but y'all need to make sure that things are cordial. Never allow situation and your emotion to get the best of you where it ends up hurting your child. Now, in the future, his son is going to end up getting online one day hearing that his dad say, I'm going to put a bullet in your effing head. And I think the only thing that'll probably save him is the fact that he was fighting for his son. He was fighting to say, I want my son here. That's probably the only way how his son is gonna accept that a little bit and be like, I get it. You feel me? But nobody wants to hear they daddy saying they gonna put a bullet in their mama head. Now on the flip side of things, on her, she seemed like she was being very petty. I don't know why would you pull something like that, because if that was you and especially a lot of women, if they know that was them, your child gonna be at the goddamn wedding, period. There's no father there, especially a black father. There's no black father on this planet Earth, especially in America, that can stop that hell probably wants to stop their child from being in that wedding, man. You know what I mean? For the most part, man, we just want to keep peace. But a lot of times these women, they get bitter, they feel some type of way, and it's like, man, look, man, he ain't married me, I was with him, you feel me? Go ahead and get married, whatever. But my child won't be there. My child won't be there. You mean our child? Stop the pettiness, man. Stop the BS, because all that shit is doing is hurting us as a whole. Now you put him in jeopardy. He put himself in jeopardy, but she put him in jeopardy too by recording him and by jerking him around. She knows that he's a hothead. Everybody knows Demarcus Cousins is a hothead. All right, everybody knows that. But you don't have to put your family in jeopardy just because you're beefing with your ex. And the crazy part is she has another man, and and he's an athlete as well. He's a football player, a professional football player. So not only do you have Boogie Cousins, your baby daddy, your ex, he's a basketball player, all-star. You're with a professional football player. What you tripping for? What you mad for? You know what I'm saying? Like, if you're so threatened and if you don't want him being a part of your son's life so bad, don't take the child support, bro. Don't take it. Don't take it. You know what I'm saying? Because, in this world that we live in, we talk about how black men aren't being fathers to their kids and how they need to grow up and how they ain't never around. And then when you got somebody who's paying more than what the average man will pay in America, don't you think he's pretty deserving to have his kid? You know what I'm saying? Especially if he's paying 10, 15, 20, 30, 40, 50 racks, whatever type of racks, man. Hell, any type of racks. I don't give a fuck if it's $75 a month. If that's all I can come up with, and I'm out here trying, living underneath the grocery cart, still giving you the bread anyway. Man, come on, man. You got to respect that, man. You know what I mean? You may not respect the money, the type of money that you're getting, but respect the effort. Respect the fact that there's a man that wants to be a part of this child's life, and it ain't just about you. All right, it ain't even about that father that's up in that house, that stepdaddy. It ain't about him either. You feel me? His main dad is his primary dad, and that is Demarcus Cousins. That's his daddy. of course he got a stepdaddy. But a lot of times in situation, these women, they get married or they get with other men and they end up just, you know what, that ain't your daddy. I want this new man to be your daddy. But what happens if he get on your nerves too? What happens if that new man get on your nerves? Then what? All right. And then it may end up being a situation where, you may end up being single, from months and years down the line, and then don't let that child get older and you still be kind of single. And this is how the can get open for the children to take care of the mothers and the parents. You know what I mean? A lot of times, especially in single mother cases, when the mom's been dating around and probably things ain't work and all that, a lot of times, man, a good number of these women, they end up getting bitter. And no matter what they say or whatever, it sometimes sets the kid up in a position where, hey, take care of me when you get grown. And this is what happens, and it's a big problem in our community. It's nothing wrong with taking care of your mom, getting her a house, getting her a car, whatever, when you get some bread or whatever. But, you know what I mean, if you ain't got no man over there, all right, and you raising a child, especially a boy, a young man, he's gonna feel somewhat obligated. He's gonna feel like, hey, I have to take care of my mom. This is a responsibility, you know what I'm saying? Like this is the responsibility for me to take care of my mother. I have to give my mother money. I have to give her a roof over her head. When in actuality, man, parenting is not all about that. Parenting is all about teaching the child right from wrong and how to maneuver through life and how to really play this game. I didn't mean to go that far into it, but I'm just saying situations like these can breed different types of situations that you won't even expect because you're too busy worried about, I hate this nigga right now. I don't want him happy. I don't want my son around. I don't want my daughter around him. So it's a sad story. A lot of us, unfortunately, we go through this stuff. And message to all the families out there, especially black families. Man, look, man, no matter how much you hate or have an indifference with the person who you had a baby with, always respect them. Respect is the key, because when you got respect above all, then you can give birth to positive things and positive outcomes. But if you steady disrespecting somebody and y'all shitting on each other and throwing jabs and shots at each other, threatening each other and all that other stuff, people going to jail, how do you expect for the family bond to come together? And some people don't even look at it like it's a family. Oh, we're not a family unit. We're not together. Y'all family. Trust me. Oh, you family, whether you like it or not. Signing papers or not, you're tied together forever. At least until the child turned 18. And even then, they still need you. So, and you're still connected somehow, especially when certain events come up, y'all probably gonna be in the same room. So, yeah, man, this is a sad case. I pray for Demarcus' cousin. I pray for his family. I pray that everything works out. Does he deserve to serve jail time? Maybe. I wouldn't feel twisted if he did. I wouldn't want him to serve jail time, but that's something you can go to jail for, because somebody threatened me and said they're gonna take my life, and the shit ended up getting out there, man. Hey, man, you gotta sit down for a little bit, bro. I ain't trying to handle no street justice with you right now, bro. I'm trying to take care of my family, get my bread, and this right here is nonsense. This is utter, like, straight nonsense. So, Demarcus Cousins, man, like I say, pray for him. If you got family, you got kids out there, put your kids first. You know what I'm saying? Think about them. Think about how they're going to turn out. Think about the things they're listening to and what they're going to pick up from you and pick up from that relationship. All right? So that's something to think about, man. Don't use your kids as pawns, man. Stop holding your kids against one another, man. That's the most effed up thing you could ever do. Especially when you got a man, especially a parent that's trying to be there, that actually wants to be there. I mean, there are so many different things you can complain about. And that's almost one type of things like, look, all right, cool. He can be a good dad. What if he offer no bread? Oh, you ain't shit. You ain't offer no bread. All right, cool. I'm offering the bread. I want to be a good dad. You got on my nerves yesterday. Oh, come on, man. Stop playing. Stop playing, man. Stop playing. That's not mature at all. It's time to start looking yourselves in the mirror and start realizing that this is a huge detriment to our community, period. This stuff is messing up everything, you know. And not only is the kid affected by it, your mom, your dad, your cousins, your brothers, your aunts, your sisters, they getting involved too, because they're emotionally involved, because that's their brother, you know what I'm saying, or that's their sister. He said he'll put a bullet in somebody's sister head or somebody's daughter head, and you know, and she's jerking around somebody's brother, somebody's son. You know, somebody's son, brother, Demarcus, probably might end up going to jail over this shit. You know, at least spend money on lawyer fees. So this is unnecessary money that needs to go out. This is money that could have stayed in the house. This is money that could have stayed in-house. So what if he end up losing his job now, never goes back? Now you're not gonna get that money, all right? Now everything's gonna get reduced. Everything will get reduced, and you know, now you just talked yourself out of a bag. All right, and you probably don't care. You got that NFL player over there or whatever, but regardless of the situation, never even depend on your next mate, your next spouse to be, you know, to be the primary force in your child's life, unless the dad is just not there. The dad is there, he want to do his thing, let him do his thing. If the mom is there and the dad got the kid and she want to do her thing, man, let her do her thing, man. Especially if y'all paying. Come on, man. And honestly too, I'm gonna tell you this, money shouldn't stop you. It shouldn't stop no parent from letting them see the child as well. I don't want to hear shit, oh, you didn't pay nothing up. Look, man, money shouldn't be it, especially if you know that person is broke and they down. If they broke and they down, don't hold that over their head, man. You might be a little frustrated, but hey, y'all not together, right? Y'all not together. It's about that child, right? So that's what I want to, you know, to talk to y'all about. Make sure y'all be careful out here in these streets, man. Be careful your choice of words, because you know these things that's gonna hurt you in your life if you're not careful. So I appreciate y'all, love y'all. Hit the notification bell, subscribe. Make sure you hit up my main channel, Spoken Reasons. Tell everybody about it. I'm on this thing every single day or every other day, letting y'all know what's up. Get your FCHW, faith, consistency, and hard work merchandise. Go ahead and get it. Got a whole bunch of new stuff out there. Go get Spoke Gang Volume 1, 2, and 3 and listen to all my music. And yeah, man, watch all my new videos that I put up and music videos and all that other good stuff. And I'll be right back. So love y'all. Appreciate y'all. Peace.